Okay, so I got this one chucked up in my lathe. It's just a convenient way to hold it, and it'll keep the handle and the cord direction consistent as I wrap it. I have the lathe unplugged, so there's no possible way that this thing could turn on and jack me up. So we're gonna start. This is the lower end of the handle. There's the profile of the knife. So we're gonna be putting a row of stitches across here for finger grips. And this is just, you start this just like you're wrapping anything else, a fishing rod or a bait scoop or a gaff or anything like that. Or the handle of a walking stick, ski poles, you name it, you could use this. Anything that you need more grip on, this is a completely legitimate way of getting that. Now this is number 22 nylon wax seine twine. You can get it at any net shop or marine hardware stores where I get it. And what we're going for is like 3 or 4 wraps crossing over the tag end. Just like that. We got 1, 2, we'll do a couple more. Okay, we've got 3. That's a good place to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the headstock. Pull that tight. Now we've got that tag in there we're going to make go away because it's going to be in our way. Get rid of that thing. Now we're going to come back and I'm going to start my first hitch. I'm going to put some pressure on there. Now the way this goes is you bring, the end of the line is going to go over the top of the bite and then it's going to go around the knife handle. So basically what you're doing is you're reversing the direction. And that's going to put the first knuckle in there. You can see that. You pull it tight and then you come back, keep going. We're going to go around and make 1 wrap. And then we're going to do the same thing. Put a little pressure on it. Bitter end over the bite, around the handle. And you pull that one tight too. And you can adjust it by going away from you and pull it tight by bringing it back towards you. Just like that. Pull it tight and come around 1 wrap. Hold it tight. Bitter end over the bite, around the handle of the knife. And you repeat the process. Go away from you to adjust. Just like that. Pull it towards you to tighten it. Do another wrap. And this is going to be it for this row. Bitter end over the bite and around the knife handle. Just like so. And there's the first row. So now we're going to come around and we're going to go 3 wraps, maybe 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got 4 wraps. Now we're going to start the next row. Pressure, bitter end over the bite, and then around the handle, and rinse and repeat. Just like so. Go around once. Keep it tight. Bitter end over the bite and then around the handle. And you can see how this is going to come together here. Adjust, pull tight, come back around one wrap, and repeat the process. Bitter end over the bite and around the handle. Go away from you to adjust and bring it back towards you to tighten. Just like that. Bring it around. And then we'll do one more to finish this row off. There's the second row complete. We'll do the same thing. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to start the next row. Same deal. Bitter end over the bite and then around the handle, back into the handle. Adjust it, let it go away from you, pull it towards you to bring it tight, and then complete the process. One wrap, throw your hitch in there, go one wrap, repeat the hitch. Here, we'll pull that tighter. One wrap, another hitch. There we go. One more adjustment. Okay, and we go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go 3 there because we're running out of room, but we'll put one more row in there. There we go. 1. Our hitch. Wrap. Hitch. Just a little bit more. Wrap. One more hitch, and we're going to have just enough room to finish this off. This is going to be the last hitch, or knuckle, or whatever you want to refer to it as, gripper. And there we go. Now we've got enough room to finish this thing off. And this is where that piece, before you start out, make sure you cut off about a 2-foot piece of the same diameter cord. And you finish it off just as if you were tying a fishing pole or a fly. Try and get 4 or 5 wraps. 3, 4. Get my fat hand out of the way. So now we've got this loop here that the end of the wrap goes through. I just lost a wrap, but that's okay. We're going to pull this just like that. And that pulls it under to finish it, and then you just pull it tight. Give it a little bit of a trim. Careful not to cut what you just wrapped, but you want to get right in between there. And there you go. Give it a couple taps with something that's not going to cut it. And there you have it. You've got 4 rows. It gives your hand something nice to grip on. This is particularly effective with fillet knives on boats. That's where this whole thing comes from. This was taught to me by my mentor back in 1991 or 1992, that time frame. And yeah, this is the way to go for albacore fishing especially. Those things are really slippery. Really, really slippery. And to get a good grip on the skin, especially if they're a little bit fresh and the skin doesn't want to come off that very easy. You really got to grab onto it. And if you're wearing any sort of a glove, or even if you're bare hand, you're just not going to be able to grip it sometimes. And this really helps. What I like to do is once I get the skin started, I'll pin the skin between my fingertips and these knuckles, and I'll just press in here, and that gives me ample grip to, I just grip it as I'm pulling off. Fit the end of the loop around it like you can with the knife handle. If this was continuous, it would be harder. You would just have to have your spool of line in your hand, and just as you did your wraps, you would feed it through and pull it. You just use this as your handle to pull tight. I'll do a demonstration on that here eventually. But there you have it, gang. I don't know what this is called. I call it wrapping my knife handle. I don't know how many I've done. A few. 30, maybe 40. Over my lifetime, maybe 50. I don't know. I've done several for other people, but this is one of those things that a couple generations ago, just about everybody knew how to do this. Just about it. That's what, seamanship was a real big thing. Along with splicing knots and, splicing 3-strand line and just so many things of past generations that are being lost. So, this is my contribution to that. I hope you learned something from this. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email or put it down there in the comments. And yeah, like and subscribe.